Hello and welcome to this new episode of Snips. Snips. I went to London for like a couple of days and I did some stuff, so I'll talk about that. Is there any news items like for this episode? Because like I've been quite disconnected. I mean, just for the coming up, because I can waffle on about my London trip, which I do have lots of an episode's worth to say about, but. Did anything like happen? Do you think we can promise a comment? I saw the final trailer of Fantastic Four. I guess that was there. Yeah, I don't know. You're off it now?
I'm not off it. It's just
you were a lot more hyped before when the
Fink has a beard. He has a beard. Have you seen it?
I just watched the trailer once and I looked at the comments and I saw that.
Look at his beard, bro.
I think I was like half asleep. I watched it last night when I came back.
And like Johnny's like, bro, just say the thing.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I don't know. The first trailer it makes it look quite a lot better. Then as the trailers go on, it just looks way more stock Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Like as they go, and that is kind of depressing.
I don't sense much of a difference from most of the other films, which I thought they were gonna go for.
It's annoying. I hate when the first trailer it brings so much promise. Like the part where is Johnny Storm the guy who's the fire guy, right?
Yeah.
I love the part where he goes up into space and like touches a star, right? In that first trailer. But then it's just revealed, I think, in like the second one that he's like flung into space. So it's like, well, this is just 1 second of an action scene and not like him finding his powers. Okay. We're not going that epic, you know. It's okay.
I think they already discovered the powers.
Yeah, that's what
before this film.
For. Yeah. I understood. I liked that they did that for Spider-Man. I liked that they did that. You know, like the Tom Holland one where they just jumped right into it. That was good for Spider-Man because there was already like too many interpretations. But I think for Fantastic Four, I think they could have had an origin.
They've had like two other.
Yeah, they've had two others, except one of them didn't even get any sequel or just to get anywhere.
It was planning a sequel until, you know, everyone.
Was it planning a universe? I forgot. That was.
It was just planning another sequel. I'm pretty sure.
That is mad.
But then like the reaction to the film just kind of killed it off.
Well, the film was boring.
Except for that one peak scene.
That only recently got popular. That is funny. Yeah. Say that again. That's so stupid. It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
Oh, God, it's so
you know, there's a team and there's four of us.
I haven't watched the old Fantastic Four films in literally since I was a child. But like even just remembering the color palettes, it's like, why would the last interpretation? Why did they make it so fucking dark like a DC movie?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't know. I think the new Fantastic film kind of seems a bit dark as well.
It's I think it's trying to go for like a Well, yeah, it's going for like 1950. I don't know what decade. Oh, before now. It's going for a old TV 80. I don't know, not 80s. You know what I mean? It's more like cardboard color palette, you know? It's like things are like slightly tinged brown.
Yeah.
And it's like not I don't see it's not overly inspiring. I'm like it is like I don't know. That film we will watch and we will review on this beautiful podcast, but it won't be like as soon as it comes out. Plus I'm on holiday when it comes out, so Superman looks a whole lot better. And I think
they just released like a small clip. It's Superman and Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
It was. I don't know where it was shown. Superman clip 2025.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. I will find this.
Well, I mean, every time I go to the cinema, which isn't as often as it was, they keep showing the Superman and Fantastic Four trailers together. And it's such a huge mistake, whoever's decided that, because it just shows which one is the obvious better product every time, at least for me. Like, it's like you go for, okay, tried and tested, boring stock Marvel movie compared to a summer blockbuster, essentially.
Yeah.
You know, like Superman, like with the newer trailer, like, sure, some of the CG looks off, but a lot of the CG also looks impressive. But, like, I can actually see everything. So nice color palette for a summer movie. Like, this is like, oh, this is the summer movie. This is the movie of the summer, right? I don't think there'll be another movie like Superman, which is gonna, you know, I hope it makes more money than Fantastic Four already. Because, I mean, if Fantastic Four is meant to lead into the next Avengers already, I mean, I'm kind of... Well, I can't say I'm worried because I'm a bit disconnected from it all now. I need something to pull me back in. Hopefully Fantastic Four. But yeah.
Here you
Oh,
go. It's been
thank you.
sent.
Discussing film.
It's a small clip.
Yeah. I'll look. Andrew Garfield talks to Elmo. Sorry, it just sent me a it just sent me to the whole account. It's not sending me to the... Oh, here we go. I found it. See, yeah, even the bit in the trailer where the guy's teeth get like punched out of his face.
Oh yeah, that is so James Gunn, man.
It's it's
it reminds me
very
so much of
James
Suicide
Gunn.
Squad.
I mean, it's just it's like actually trying to be a comic book movie.
Yeah, it reminds me so much of like...
Right, I don't need to watch this clip. I'm watching the movie anyway. I don't need to watch this clip. It already looks good, you know.
Yeah. That tooth shot, it reminds me so much of like the shark biting that person's head and his eyes are like still looking around and stuff.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good stuff. Yeah, I've no complaints of how Superman looks. Apart from like, okay, some CG looks off, but I'm like, well, this looks really exciting and fun. Should I go backwards with my London trip, or should I go forwards in what I did?
Well,
I think
which
it gets
one would you
more
think is
exciting
better?
I think it gets more exciting as I go backwards.
Just go backwards then.
Okay. So here's the least exciting thing I did. I saw a movie, a new one that literally came out yesterday.
All right.
F1, the movie.
F1.
Yeah,
Like,
Formula One, the movie.
Racing and stuff.
Yeah, that just came out. Yeah. Have you heard about this? Have you seen this?
Nope.
The advertisements are everywhere, so they're doing a bad job of marketing the $200 million racing vroom vroom car movie. So I was originally not gonna watch this because most sports movies get it wrong, and until I hear something good, I don't. Yeah, whatever. But I was in London with my mum this past 4 days, and we needed time to like burn before the train, and a perfect way to do that is to go to the cinema. But I've got my mum into going to like the Dolby Theatre. So in Leicester Square in London, there's a cinema called the Odeon Lux, which is where like most of the like premieres happen in the world. So I'm gonna jump around in time now to the day before that. No, the day before for that, they had the premiere there for the movie. Have you seen like what these premieres kind of look like with the red carpets and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they just had that, and I was watching them build up the like because I just walked past it. I saw them build up the F1 um marquees and the huge advertisements. There was like a floating billboard, and then they even put like an actual F1 car there. Saw that, and as it went, it would be blocked from view of people, and it got way too busy later. So I didn't want to hang around too much. Plus, I had things to do. So that was fun, seeing it. I wasn't there at the premiere. I just was watching it be built. And what's interesting about that is that literally hours later, I went to go watch a movie that wasn't that because I wasn't at the premiere, obviously. And then as soon as I exited of the movie, which I'll also talk about later, they literally were tearing it down. So as soon as they made everything, they would just hours later tore it down, like 2 hours later. And I saw some clips online, and the premiere was just like any other premiere. Like the director was there, Brad Pitt. No, I don't know if Brad Pitt was there. Everyone who worked on the movie was there, so it's fun. I don't know, that's fun. And so, I saw it be built, so I get destroyed. Quite fun. But I actually did go see the movie in a premium form at the Dolby Theater, and overall thoughts, not very good. Didn't like it at all.
So,
yeah, it wasn't very good.
I mean, what was it about exactly? Just like the formation of it.
It's
of the Formula One.
The formula of this movie is about it's about Brad Pitt and a younger race car driver. Okay, so Brad Pitt's an American who this matters. Who used to do racing, but then he had a fatal injury, so he does racing casually. So then his partner that he used to be with comes back to get him to be partners in collaboration with an actual proper Formula One team called the Apex. And then as soon as he arrives, his partner, who's a younger driver, just immediately hates him. And I don't quite understand why. Like, as soon as Brad Pitt enters the room, the kid who's like, and it's not like a kid, like a young adult, right? Who's like really good at it. Like, he's worked his way up and he's British. And he's just immediately like, who is this poser? Who is this poser? Or whatever. So they immediately don't like each other, and so they just have to rise through the top. I didn't do any research on this movie. I don't know if Apex is a real company. I'm guessing not. But basically, it's about them rising through the ranks and the whole trials and tribulations of the relationship. It's just a bit of a mess, and I didn't really like it. I do have a bit of a positive. So when the movie starts, it actually starts perfectly. This really weirded me out, right? I wasn't expecting too much from the movie. I was like, whatever, right? It's directed by the same person who did Top Gun Maverick.
Oh,
so
cool.
I was thinking, yeah, and I like Top Gun Maverick. So I wasn't like waiting to hate the movie, even though Formula One I have zero interest in, just because of the whole way it works.
Well,
Formula
whoever
One,
has the best car wins.
Well, literally, yeah. That's what, like, it's more about the behind the scenes, isn't it? And rather than what actually, because with Formula One, if you touch, you die or basically lose because you're that fast. So there isn't really much tension, since everyone's pretty professional. And whatever. So that's so walking into the movie has to win me over. And many movies have, when it comes to sports. So with Formula One, the movie, I hate that they call it the movie, man. People that they really do not have faith in people figuring out that this is a movie. But anyway, I'm off track. But basically, they rise up the ranks, and spoiler alert, they do win. Obviously, I mean, why? What else? What else would happen? What else would happen if they didn't? What else would happen if they didn't win by the end? But so the whole story's like, every time they race, Brad Pitt goes too fast and keeps spinning out, and like every race, and so like the races end pretty early. Wait a minute, I'm off track. Let me talk about the good thing. I was about to go off about the good thing. Right. The only good thing is the beginning, because it actually genuinely had me going, right? And I'm in like the Dolby Theater with like the state of the art. This is where it premiered too, right? That is the place where it premiered. So I'm watching it. Maybe not as intended because it was shot in IMAX, but definitely, top format, no excuses, right? It is there's a scene at the beginning where it introduces Brad Pitt's like skill level. He's like driving in like a race, and it's like nighttime, and the fireworks are going off as he drives, and it's like really good. The sound, by the way, just shakes the seats. It's like genuinely thrilling, like the sound design at that beginning. It's
Oh
like
hell yeah.
yeah, and you know, it's like there's I don't remember there being that much music. It was just really action packed, and the danger seemed like really well presented. The way it was shot and the way things were happening, it made me feel the danger of or the pressure of being in that car in that moment. And it's like, wow, this is incredible. I can't wait to see how they top themselves after this. I'm like, okay, I might be in for a treat. And after they basically just don't top themselves after that. I'm basically in pain for the rest of it. After that sequence, I'm in pain. Just utter pain. Like as soon as someone utters a word, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is made for dumb people. This is immediately for dumb people who, you know. Sorry if you liked it. You're not dumb. I'm just saying, like, I feel like this movie had no faith in anybody who wanted to watch
Was
it.
like the dialogue,
Yes.
like how people spoke to each other.
It's not just the dialogue. It's the editing. It's the lighting. It's the camera. It's shot like a Marvel movie where when people talk, it's shot reverse shot reverse shot. When what I mean by that is like camera of the person, camera angle of the other person as they speak. Which you might think, well, why is that bad? You know, it's a movie. Well, I'm sure you can, you know, have a shot with both of them in shot, or maybe a shot that conveys the feelings more, maybe be a bit more creative or whatever, right? But it's also edited like it's for ADHD people. So there's like not even a second goes by and it cuts to the other person while they're talking.
Keeping up with the times. That's what it's doing. Come on, man.
Yeah, I know that's what like people say in interviews. Like I remember reading interview with the script writer of the Mario movie, and he said the same thing.
Yeah.
You know,
Soon we'll just need like AI scripts and stuff to keep up.
it's just really depressing. Like I'm watching it and I'm like feeling like I feel like my brain is gonna like explode from how many times they kept like cutting away, not just cutting like to different things. They do it throughout the movie. They just do not have faith in the attention spans of anyone watching. Um, uh, and I guess I don't want to go too deep into hatred of the movie because a lot of the problems are just ones I find with a lot of other movies anyway. You know, but there are like sports movie problems that do plague this movie. One being the product placement. Now, I'm not against product placement or whatever, and I think that having you know, like having product placement in a sports movie is like, well, duh, because in real life, you know, there's logos everywhere, right?
Right.
But this movie takes that excuse a bit too fucking far. There's several scenes where it's not to do with the race, where no one's wearing the jackets and the tracksuits, and logos are still everywhere. So there's a scene where the you know the younger guy is with his social media manager guy, and he's like, "Let's go to bar or whatever," and they go to like this nightclub, and the Heineken logo is on everything. It's on the DJ set. It's on the glasses. It's on the tables. It's on the floors, and it's projected and shit. I've never in my life been to a nightclub that's been sponsored by one thing, and it's everywhere.
Maybe it's owned by Heineken, the entire club.
It's just shit. It's just ugly crap. They just took that too far, and it's not just there, right? It's other places, but the movie is slipping out of my memory very quickly. But that was just an egregious example where it's like, okay, they know they have the excuse that they can have the logos on the cars and the suits and the helmets when it's sports. That I don't have a problem with because that adds to the authenticity. Sadly, apparently, that is our life now. But it's not just that, it was everywhere else. So basically the movie just pays for itself. You know? it had a budget that I thought it was on, from watching it, like, oh, this is just like $100 million movie, and then like I came back reading Letterboxd reviews after I made mine, and fuck, 200 million did not feel that way. I felt like they were cutting corners with budget, to be honest. But then I remembered, oh wait, there's licensed music. There's the mention of Lewis Hamilton, though I haven't done any research for this movie. I don't care. I think Lewis Hamilton's like a producer on this. I don't know.
Why?
Basically, well, here's the thing. Also, with movies, usually I always get annoyed when I'm thinking, okay, this joke is for this specific audience that is, where this movie's not being right. So do you know how like how like movies are like made so that they can be watched by Chinese people, right? In China. Not by Chinese people, but they can be accepted into cinemas in China, right? So if you've watched enough movies and you know how it all works, you can basically kind of point out, all right, that's a joke for Chinese people, or that's a joke catered for that country, or this is why they're not going further with this idea, because it would infringe on that ideology that would not be accepted here, right? Example I can only think at the top of my head because it's so obvious is like Meg 2, but I think several movies are like that anyway. But like this movie, well, I definitely think it's it's definitely going to be showing in China or whatever. There's nothing here that I think infringes on that'll take away any social credit. There's this movie feels like it was made for 4 audiences. It was made for 1, British people, because I guess a lot of British people like F1, and the only reason I jumped to that is one of the stars of this movie is a young British person, and the rest of the people on the team are British or Irish, so they're like a UK team. Then, there's the F1 fans, which is obvious because it's fucking F1, obviously, and Italians. I say Italians. Yeah, I say Italians because, even though the team on that Apex team, like, most of them were British, or like, one of them was like Irish. There's like all of the owners, or like a lot more of the top people are like Italian, which I don't have a problem with, but like F1 is a pretty Italian, loved by Italians, right? If I remember.
I have no clue.
Anyway, there's just a lot of Italian people, which is just very suspicious. It's very suspicious that there's a lot of British people in there, okay? For a team that... Does the Apex team exist? Probably not. I don't think I have to look this up, but I'm guessing not. Apex F1. Is it made up? Is it made up? Yes. APXGP is a fictional formula team. Yeah, it is made up. So why they're just British and Italian people is beyond me. And I don't care for realism, because without being an F1 fan, what in this movie is very realistic. Okay, I'm not going to go into spoilers, but, apart from the obvious that, they win at the end. Because, of course, this movie is just boring. Nothing happens. Yeah, nothing happens in the 2-hour runtime. It's too long. Oh, yeah, on the Italian point, I swear there's a lot of jokes that are, like, made for just Italians. So, like, when I watch something like The Meg 2 and, like, there's a joke and it falls really flat, and I'm like, wow, who was that joke made for? And then I'm like, oh, right, like, Chinese people, right? I'm not, again, this is not me being against Chinese people or Italian people. I just think these movies are super calculated, right? And you can fucking read them. I'm not going to say like a book, because I could be wrong. I'm open to it, but I don't know, right? But as it goes, there's like jokes that are like, I feel like just they feel so Italian coded. Like there's one point where this like blonde British woman who makes like this like mistake or something, and then like everyone laughs at her, like maniacally, and then like the guy that like also fixes the car. Oh yeah, he's not it. There's a guy who's like, this guy's not British. There's a guy who like has an accent. Maybe Jamaica, Algeria. I don't know. Uganda. I don't know accents. I'm useless to accents. I'm useless to accents even here locally. But like he's like, you know, don't kill our driver. You know, I'm like, it just falls really flat. I'm just like, what is going on? Why am I here? This is really horrible. Do you know what I mean? And then the fourth demographic is fat cats. Just rich
what
people.
are fat cats? Oh, rich people.
Right? This movie has product placement absolutely everywhere. It has F1 companies all over, which is fine. You know, I'm not against it. But there is an annoying tinge of like, it feels like I'm like watching some jerk circle. However you say that, I fucking forgot. Right? Just this absolute jerk off shit where it's like there's all the companies of the fucking world seem to have sponsored this movie. And there's a part where Ferrari's there referenced for like 2 seconds. It's like, do you know like those interviews with like sports people, right? At the end of the matches, right?
Yeah.
This is the only piece of Ferrari representation in the movie, but basically there's a fat guy who like owns Ferrari, I guess. And then the, you know, the British commentator who is the same one throughout the entire movie. It pisses me off. Did they not change commentators as they go through different countries? It's beyond me. It really just has to be the same voice every time throughout the movie, every single race. Just piss me off. But anyway, the same British guy goes, when Apex is running through the ranks, will Apex pose a threat to you? And then the Ferrari guy's like, what Apex? Or something like that, right? He says something really... I've probably forgotten what he says, but he says it in like a really cool way, right? You know? It's such a jerk-off party! It's just I'm Ferrari! I'm Ferrari! Even though you're about to lose to Apex by the end. Apex wins, dick face. But no, there's nothing's bad said about any company in this movie. Even though, you know, that you'd think that maybe some drama would come from anything like this. But there's just nothing. The movie is very substanceless. It ends up being overly manipulative at points. It's just everything I hate in movies. And after that, and it's so disappointing because that first sequence, not lying, genuinely had me going. I was like, this is awesome. This is cinema. Absolute cinema. But as soon as it ends, as soon as that first sequence ends, Dunzo. We're now in shit realm. We are moving through thick shit, right? This is only good for the people that made it, essentially. Only good for the people that made it. Everyone seems to be enjoying it though. I looked at Letterboxd and it's got mostly 8 out of 10 reviews. Which is quite good for the movie.
It's like above the IGN 7
it.
out of 10.
Yeah. Most people are liking it. One of the reviewers that I really like is just now giving it a 4-star. So obviously it has something that I'm missing, right? I must be missing something here. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I'd even watch the film if I saw a trailer. Reminds me of
the trailer's like, love me now, love me again. Bam, bam, bam. I hate this guy. He's old. You what? I'm Brad Pitt. Love me now.
Reminds me of like the trailers for like Gran Turismo.
That is it. No,
yeah, and
I didn't watch.
It's like this kid plays video games.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's David Harbour, I think, who's saying that. It's like this kid sits in his ass all day playing video games. He's not going to be able to drive a car, and he just drives a car.
No, it's so bad. I didn't watch Gran Turismo for like every reason I wasn't really gonna watch this movie, because I mean in Gran Turismo's trailers the product placements were again again if you're racing fine, but it's just a bit fucking beyond it, you know. It's a bit beyond that. It's like even in like when the training in that Gran Turismo trailer, you still see logos everywhere, and it's like, what is happening? You know, this movie just paid. Gran Turismo, I think, did really crap at the box office. From memory, but it wouldn't really matter because it paid for itself, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Leave
the
it to
budget was
Sony
60
Pictures.
mil.
Leave it to 60 mil.
Yeah.
What for Gran Turismo?
Yeah.
Budget was 60 mil. That's cheap. Wait a minute.
Search it up. It's the truth.
Really? Wow. That is a cheap. It's on Netflix. I better check it out. That's a cheap movie. How did that happen? I'm going on Reddit. Does someone have an opinion on this? 60s very well, very well done.
What did they spend like half the money on? Exactly.
What, in like
the budget
for F1? What do you mean like
generally like movie budgets?
Well, movie budgets, well it's also important to realize that there's also a marketing budget that's never catered in.
Oh.
So Gran Turismo could have been a $60 million movie made with 60 million, but its marketing probably was double it. So like it would be like it'd have to make back way more than 60 to get to break even. And also I remember when Gran Turismo was coming out, the adverts were just as everywhere as F1.
Well, yeah, I mean, I saw him, so that counts.
Yeah. With F1 it was 200 million. A lot of that I reckon comes from licensing. Like maybe people like companies like Ferrari didn't even sponsor the movie and were just hired, or like they made a deal to make a reference / appearance. But the movie obviously is, helped by Ninja Air Fryer and Shark Vacuums and DHL. So I don't know how much of that 200 million is paid off. Because, 60 million for Gran Turismo, I don't even know if they take away the sponsorship money off that. It's a lot of stuff isn't really revealed in terms of movie budgeting, which is very annoying. I wish there was laws on it. I wish it was. I wish marketing budget was something that was you could find out, but alas, you can't. Like the only marketing budget I know of is Minions 2015 was a marketing budget of. Do you want to guess?
200 mil.
More.
Jesus, man. I don't get how you spend that much on marketing. Like, is it just like buying billboards and stuff, I'm guessing?
Well, with Minions, it was a bit more, if you remember.
Oh, yeah, I guess I can see why it's like...
Yeah.
Yeah, because like advert placements and stuff.
No, not just that, but like plushes, arcade machines.
Oh my god, yeah.
No, because did you ever go on holiday like in Britain while Minions was a thing? They're just everywhere.
Well, I remember the purple Minions.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Well, when it comes to like Illumination, and I guess Blumhouse also. Well, lesser Blumhouse, mostly Illumination. Illumination makes sure that they spend most of their money on marketing. That's their like guarantee. Because they only care that you're in the cinema, not that they made a good movie.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, anyway, this movie sucked.
You said before that like a business before.
Yes.
For an actual like movie studio.
Yeah, that's definitely Illumination and Blumhouse's thing. Yeah. Yeah, business first, and
well, we can move ahead from that film because I don't think people want to listen to people talk about F1 for an hour.
Are people even here? Here.
Type mango.
Mango.
I'm a blood. I'm a diddy blood.
Okay, so what did I do before then? I went to go see the Book of Mormon.
Okay, was it better?
Was it better?
Yeah.
Right. I didn't go. It wasn't a movie. It's a play. It's a stage play.
Oh wow.
It's the second time I've seen it. I don't go to stage plays often. I kind of ridicule them, to be honest. Mostly because it's like most of them aren't recorded. This one isn't, sadly. It doesn't have a recording. And I think they're a bit too inaccessible, and I don't want to be paying loads for shit. However, the Book of Mormon is absolutely incredible. It is a very intelligent and hilarious play. It's an incredible. It's written by the South Park people in collaboration with the person who made the songs from Frozen. Some of the songs.
South Park does a lot of collaborations.
Yeah. It's about two Mormon missionaries who take a trip to Uganda. They take a 2-year trip to Uganda to change everyone into Mormons. Very, very good movie. It was, and my audience was packed. Me and my mum just about got seats, and yeah, it's been my second time seeing it. So, you know, I loved it the first time, and the second time was just as good as well. I really wish there was a recording of it, because then I wouldn't be so compelled to watch it again. It's amazing. I saw it like 2 years ago, and they're still showing it. It's a high demand play. It's a really high demand play, and it was the same theater and everything. They just feel. I always thought that these plays were like theater productions were like on a time, like they would be like gone forever, right? But Book of Mormon is like stayed. It's like still showing in Prince of Wales Theatre where we saw it. And like they had the whole entrance was decorated for Book of Mormon and everything. So like and our theater was full. Like full. And it's like, okay, people still years later are still like really wanting to see this. And that's quite cool. Especially with, the South Park-esque, kind of ideas, right? I mean, it's got South Park written all over it from the plot, right? I mean, you wouldn't have anybody else really write a play with this kind of plot, right?
Yeah.
It's not exactly out there. It's just you don't want to fuck that up. If you have anxiety of fucking a story like that up, to a point where you're genuinely, let's not sugarcoat it, genuinely being racist or genuinely being anti the fucking Mormons or whatever, then you're gonna have a problem. But, and now I'm not gonna be the one commenting on how offensive it is, because that's not my position. I wasn't offended by any of it. The audience is, they just fucking ate that shit up though. They ate the whole play up. It's just such a holler. So good, right? The songs in it are all bangers. They are all so good. And what Book of Mormon does really well, and why I would recommend it to basically everyone, even if you don't like musicals, right, is my dad has this complaint about musicals. I think you said that you have this complaint. Tell me if you did.
It's just sometimes how these songs are made.
Yeah, well,
and they always have the same formula every single time.
Well, this is the thing, right? Where my dad complains that he doesn't like musicals, movies, or stage plays because he doesn't like when characters just sing all of a sudden, because it like just doesn't really make sense. Like, they'd be talking normal, and then all of a sudden they can sing. Like that just doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah.
But Book of Mormon has like the best context for it, and then it kind of makes it funnier or even more catchy or whatever. I'm telling you now, the songs are so good. They are really, really good. I think the highlight is I Am Africa. That's a really good one. I'd say the opening number is a fantastic one, and then of course the finale is just awesome. I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who hasn't watched it, but so all I'll say is it's just really great. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Again, my audience, dude, there was somebody sat next to me who just could not stop laughing, right? he was just completely out of control, like trying not to. He could not contain himself.
That sounds funny, man.
Yeah. No, it's and you know what? I would find it annoying if it wasn't so funny. But it's good. And it also has a great like moral at the end. It's the typical South Park kind of moral where it's like somebody might find it as like a non-moral. But essentially it's like I think I can say this because it's not really that damning, but as a spoiler or anything. But basically, like the conclusion being, like, it doesn't really matter what you believe as long as like it helps you out, kind of thing. And I think these kind of messages are great.
Yeah,
they're cool. It's a fantastic thing. I wish there was a movie of it. I mean, I don't think there ever could be, sadly, just because of what happens throughout. But, yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, I jumped again. My mind is terrible. On the point of it being a musical that makes sense, kind of thing. Where right. So in the film, in the play, Mormons. Like a Mormon, right? Can you picture one in your mind, like this? Can you picture one? Do you even know what a Mormon
Google
is?
search. Let's have a look at a Mormon.
You don't. Yeah, it's important to have the context for a Mormon.
I'm looking at him.
Yeah,
I'm looking at him right now.
Yeah. So, just a Mormon. Yeah, you're seeing them, right?
And tucked in shirt and stuff. Like his pants are way too high. Jesus.
Yeah, these are real people. So the Book of Mormon is about Mormon missionaries who try and convert people in Uganda to their religion. And when they sing really like gleefully, like they all act like freaking like what a stereotype of a homosexual would be, but they're not like homosexuals. Well, one of them is, but it's like, do you know what I mean? Like they're all gleefully just so over the top happy about everything, and it's like really funny. But and then when you're over to Uganda, the Africans sing like chants and stuff. I've typed in Mormon and it comes up with the play also.
Yeah, I've just seen one smiling with a book of Mormon.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oh wait, no, the one here we go. Yeah, the Book of Mormon. Yeah, it's really good. It's fantastic. I implore you, because I know it's like, this shit is so inaccessible. It's expensive to just go. So I'd recommend listening to some of the songs. They are so good. I'm telling you now, they are not just the same. They're really good. Very varied soundtrack. Extremely catchy, and yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
It's a very good play. I'm really annoyed that I saw it a second time, because I'm like trying to find another play to watch, but I mean I'm not trying that very hard, but whatever, right? I'm trying to watch the one. No, I won't get into that. But yeah, no. So that was really fun. Saw that. I will say, people who were in my audience, I think a lot of them had definitely seen it before. Because before something like mildly or shocking, like something like, a joke, before a joke would happen, like people were laughing before it would happen, like a tiny giggle. So people or a lot of them people are like there for like another time, and it's obvious. But it just kind of shows that, like, yeah.
Did they like change it up a bit? Like, did they actually like?
No, but
not at all. Like,
well, the actors are different, and I think for some of the characters, because different actors have like different angles, right? So there are like changes in like vibes to some of the characters, which I welcome. It's quite fun. Yeah, I'm really annoyed that there isn't a recording of it, because I'd so fucking recommend that for Podcast Blast as a thing. I mean, it shows in Manchester a lot of the times, so I'll bring it up again if ever. But don't worry, I won't expect you to.
It always depends on how much it costs.
Well, it's not the cheapest. which is fucking annoying. It's not like it's cheaper than like a concert, but it's still a bit shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
You're saying like 50 quid a ticket.
like 50 around. Like, they range because the seats are different, you know, prices and that. But yeah, I'd recommend that. That's good. That's good. Yeah, if you are considering watching it, don't listen to the songs just yet. Just wait. But all things considered, I'd give it a perfect score. I loved it. Okay, maybe 9 out of 10. There's like one song that no, because it's only bad when not in context. It's boring when it's not in context. But in context, okay, yeah, 10 out of 10. It's great. No, it's good because again, I listen to the songs a lot on like and like my music streaming platforms, but like a lot of the context is, I mean, not a lot, but like some context is like lost, right? And since you can't rewatch this shit, it's like very annoying. What did I do before then? I had before then, and then before that, oh yeah, one day I went to the Prince Charles Theatre twice in one day. The Prince Charles Theatre, yeah,
it's like a massive theatre.
It's an old cinema.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, this is cinema. It's really old. I don't know how old. I don't really care. It was like, I think it was in real trouble earlier this year with leasing and stuff. I signed a petition to keep it alive, and apparently they are now saved, which is fantastic.
Nice.
Fun fact with Prince Charles Theatre, on that day that I was going to see Book of Mormon, right, Prince Charles Theatre is probably my favorite cinema, like, ever. Like, it's just so good, and they show absolutely everything. Like, they show all the best stuff ever. Do you know that Turnstiles Never Enough?
Never
right?
enough.
Right?
Never
right?
enough. Oh.
Right?
Yeah, it's showing now in the UK.
In just the Prince Charles Theatre.
It was showing in Manchester as well.
Not yet.
But soon.
Not soon. It's like I saw the times for Prince Charles Theatre. I was like, wow, that's showing today. I failed Finn because I told him I'd like track that down. But I haven't failed you. It's just Prince Charles shows everything. Because when I looked it up, I'm gonna look it up again. I mean, these things update.
So
very annoyingly.
I know there's one in Printworks, but when exactly is it?
There's no. Okay, so there's no tickets on sale now. It comes out 30th of May.
Oh, that's like 30th of May.
Wait, May, June, July. Well, that's already gone. Right,
nah,
he's just being a piss annoying.
The album came out in June.
No, Finn. Right, these films, right? You're in indie film territory. You're not in album territory, okay? Right? This is different. This is a different beast. 30th of May 2025 is already a thing, and it didn't come out then because it came out at Cannes, not then. So they're obviously just got the dates wrong. Basically, it's going to be a while, but Prince Charles Theatre is like the only place showing it. Trust me, right? Every day. They're showing it now, like right now in London. That's that's just a point to saying how good they are, right? As a cinema. Right? They just show fucking everything. I checked Home Cinema, which is like a private cinema in Manchester. They're not showing it. It's quite depressing. I don't know why they're not showing it. I mean, that band didn't look exactly that niche, to be honest. And it's not listed on Odeon. So I'm still looking out for it.
I want to see this, man. This album's really good. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna listen to the album. I'm just gonna go to the movie.
Directed by the singer. That's awesome.
But yeah, no, right? Prince Charles Theatre is showing that shit right now. That's how cool they are as a cinema. So I saw 2 movies. I saw Eraserhead in 4K. And then I saw something a bit more interesting, Matrix in 35mm. So Eraserhead I saw later in that night, and I've always wanted to see Eraserhead, but it's the first time I've seen it now. And what a masterpiece. What a genuine, incredible film. It's essentially about this guy who's probably most likely an insert for the director, who essentially goes through this like nightmare, which involves him having like a child. But it's not as straightforward as you're probably envisioning it in your head.
Okay.
It's very good. I mean, it's one of those movies where, where it's like you just got to experience it for yourself. Like I don't know, I don't know if I can even put it into words like what even is going on without spoiling literally what happens. So essentially, yeah, great. I'll definitely try and get it on 4K. It's just awesome. I will say, everyone in my audience was scaring the shit out of me. Because they all had the same haircut. Yeah.
But
They all had the same haircut. Do you want to guess what haircut?
what haircut?
The Finn Wolfhard haircut. Do you know the curly, but it still
Well,
dangles?
you don't have that anymore. It's like a buzz cut.
Yeah, it's not now, but like what he did.
Yeah.
It's that one.
What's wrong with
Everyone in my
those?
no, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just everybody was my age for some reason. It wasn't very a varied audience, and maybe they all like came from film school that day or something. But like, everyone had the fucking that haircut. Just everyone had the same haircut, and I'm like, what? What? Really weirded out. I'm like, what is happening right now? You'd think the movie would be scaring me more, because like everyone in my audience was fucking reacting to that movie. Yeah, people are horrified. They're like, oh my god. Obviously, I'm a desensitized little fucker, so I kept it strong. Joking. I mean, it's just a very deeply interesting movie. Very good, multi-layered, and very tactile. David Lynch, the director, knows how to make movies in black and white. Like, he really takes advantage of that color palette. Because Eraserhead, just like Elephant Man, is made at a time where color film did exist, but black and white was cheaper. So, but like both, Elephant Man's another movie made by David Lynch that's also really good and way ahead of its time.
Elephant Man used to scare me.
Elephant Man.
Yeah, I used to have nightmares. It was in my closet.
Wait, have you watched Elephant Man?
Wait, let me see.
One? Elephant Man's a movie about a guy who's a human being who's like supposed to be ugly in the.
Yeah, he's like extremely like ugly and.
You've seen that movie?
I feel like I have.
Wow, that's awesome. 1980.
Yeah, look at him, dude.
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, I only watched that this year. Very, very awesome film. David Lynch really was ahead of his time. I need to check out Twin Peaks, definitely. Oh yeah, they're making a remake of Elephant Man. I don't know why.
Adam Pearson, he's a wrestling fan.
Yeah, I don't know why they're making another one. That's kind of sucky. Oh, that sucks. I don't know why they do that. That's just.
Anyways.
I don't know. I just think, well, that movie's so ahead of its time for its time. I think it's a bit of a strange thing to remake something like that. But it's okay. Also, plus David Pearson acting like the Elephant Man, it feels like to try and copy what he did. I've no idea how that would come across. Because the Elephant Man, he's not like just. Well, anyway, we'll go ahead. I think that's a greater discussion. A bit too serious. What I'm ready for.
Yeah, well, just continue with your day going backwards.
So, Eraserhead was incredible. Need to watch it again. But earlier in that day at 12, they showed a 35mm showing of the Matrix, the original Matrix.
Cool.
Do you know what Do you know what I mean by referring to 35mm?
So like the tapes.
Yeah, the original reel that they showed in like cinemas back when it came out in 1999, and it
It's
had like,
cool.
it was like the original stuff. Like
That must have been like pretty hard to get. Get.
Yeah, Prince Charles Theatre is one of the only cinemas in the UK that I know of that shows 35mm showings on like a regular like daily basis, and it like
They
and
must like
70.
get to
Yeah.
keep a lot of this stuff.
I mean, they've probably either got really good deals on it throughout the years, or they've stashed it throughout the years when they're supposed to burn them. Because a lot of this stuff was originally supposed to be just burnt in the back after they'd be done.
Why?
Well, piracy and that's it, I think. Piracy. Originally, originally back in the day, they were meant to be destroyed. But some of them have survived, and Prince Charles shows them, which is awesome. Or they lease them, or they own them, or whatever. I didn't look it up, and it's amazing. The Matrix, like, it starts off, you see the old age rating, and it's all real, and and when you see a film in like film reel, I always can't stop being impressed by something that's like beyond resolution. Like, in theory, I mean, that's better than watching it in 4K or 1080 or HD, depending on your perspective, of course. Because if you get annoyed by film grain, then obviously that's not the case. You want a clean image. But yeah, it's very interesting. It was a very good, well kept print as far as I'm concerned. There was very few scenes where it went a bit dirty, and crazy. There was like I love it when you see a print and then you see, like, if you can catch it, there'll be like a number that'll flash on like the top right of the screen or left, and that basically shows that they've like cut a bit of the film out because it was a bit too destroyed.
Damn.
And with 35mm and 70mm, you can actually sacrifice a few frames of footage and it'll still like be all right with this, in sync with the sound, just about. So that's all awesome. And also watching The Matrix again, I don't watched it in a while. It gave me an entirely new, great appreciation for it. One of the reasons I was mostly excited for watching it in 35mm is because there's arguments online about it now, about the color palette. So when you like vision The Matrix, you probably envision like a green tint, right? Like a green tinted film. I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
Right? Well, the 4K Blu-ray of The Matrix came out a few years ago, and when 4K movies come out of older movies, they're like, they rescan the original negatives, and then the director approves like a color palette. And when it came out, there's like not as much of a green tint compared to the DVD and Blu-rays, and people are kind of were getting, it split some of the fans in two, in terms of people who think that the green tint of the DVD and Blu-ray is how the film should and was meant to look, and others who say, well, since there's not much of a green tint on the 4K and the director approved it, well, that's how it was originally shown in cinemas. And I've watched it in 35mm, which means that I've seen it how they originally saw it back when it originally came out.
When did it come out?
1999.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
1999 was a really good year.
Yeah. And now obviously film can degrade. So you could be, there's arguments online where, well, you'll never see how it originally looked because film, because people reported back then when film was was when digital hadn't kicked in yet and they were still showing films on film, people reported different color palettes. So it could be whatever, right? But when I went to go see it, there was not really that much of a green tint, and it looked very much like the 4K Blu-ray screenshots I saw. Like there is a green tint towards the end more as it goes along, but I think that's more on purpose for story reasons. Matrix really did like affect basically every movie after it came out. Like I just after watching it, I'm like, wow, this is like this is inspired by everything that came before it, and would inspire everything that came after it. Like this film felt so like modern, you know, in like its sensibilities and what it does, to the point where I think it was probably very different then, but is much like just any other film now. It's basically like almost like the Star Wars of its day. I mean, I didn't live then, so I could be off base, but it just seems like a Star Wars of its day. You know, Star Wars was also a product of everything that came before it and was a worldwide smash hit, changed cinema forever, right?
Yeah.
So I think Matrix is probably along that same line. And there's a lot of interesting ideas. The acting is garbage, but just like Star Wars. The original Star Wars.
Keanu Reeves in it.
Yeah, has wholesome Keanu Reeves in it. His acting's terrible. In Star Wars, the acting is terrible, right? No one wants to admit that, but yeah, and I'm sure everybody knows it. You know, that's probably why no one mentions it. But in both Matrix and Star Wars, the acting is just so terrible. But the ideas are like keep it alive. The ideas keep it interesting, you know. And I always heard that Matrix was a complicated movie, but after watching it again, it's not really. It's all pretty clear cut. I don't know what's so complicated. It's definitely anime inspired. Like some of the way it's shot, and you know, like the way they're introducing like the group of characters in there. There's like a bit where they're like all waving as the camera pans to them. It reminds me so much of
I haven't actually seen the film, but that sounds pretty funny.
Matrix is good. I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10. Terrible acting, but everything else is really on point. And there's some great choreography. The special, again, like Star Wars, I think probably most of the money was spent on special effects rather than actors. You know?
I like terrible acting. And terrible voice acting as well. Donkey Kong Bonanza seemingly has terrible voice acting.
Seemingly? Why? Who's saying that?
I listen to Pauline and I think, that's...
I mean, I don't call it terrible. I think I haven't really seen much better in that realm of video games and little girls speaking. I mean, what is there a better little girl speaking role in? I mean,
you have to get back to me on that.
I mean, we won't make it a whole thing now, but my last point on that would be like, I'm guessing, you know, you wouldn't want to use an actual child and you got an adult acting like a child. It's probably really difficult.
Bro, Persona does it too. There's like
Persona's
like bro, you can hear like how the middle-aged woman in the voice is horrible.
Please hug me. Please hug me.
It's horrible, man.
My mom and dad are thinking of getting a divorce.
That's bro. Oh my god, that's Persona 3, man. It's that one side quest. Alright. Whatever.
Everything's great at your Junas. Yeah. That's all good. Yeah,
I don't think Nanakar's that bad, but whatever.
I mean, she had to be right. You know, she had to.
Yeah. She's like the main character for me.
I have no idea. Because I need to play the rest of the game. Well, good job of remakes coming out. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, Matrix, just newfound appreciation. Watching stuff in 35mm or 70 is great. I watched Interstellar in 70mm last year at Prince Charles Theatre.
You know that was girl Stella?
Really good.
I went Interstellar.
I don't give a fuck, man. I shit
in you.
In other words, I don't care.
I'm saying I don't care. Deji's awesome.
I hate Deji.
Right, come on, continue.
If we met in real life, I'd have a beer with him.
I'd take a picture with him. Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah, so I went to the Prince Charles Theatre. Very good. Awesome place. I love it. I'll definitely get a lifetime subscription there at some point. Yeah. And so then the day before that, I went to 10th anniversary Undertale Determination Symphony.
Oh hell yeah!
This was quite an experience. Yeah.
Were there like lots of annoying people there?
See, that was my biggest fear. The crowd was pretty great. Pretty perfect. There was nothing really to be worried about. those worries are very outdated now. You know, like yeah, there's still cringe people who like Undertale, but there's a lot of cringe people who like everything. So
Yeah.
in like everything, so like, I remember when I didn't play Undertale when it came like around when it came out. When it was around about when Roundabout came out, like a friend showed it me. A friend showed me like the fucking final boss. Like, he didn't give a fuck. He just wanted to show me everything about it. He was so obsessed with it. But and I was like, yeah, that looks great. Yeah, whatever. Right? Again, you need to play that shit. You can't watch that shit and judge it. You have to play it because it's all about the experience, really. But I was put off because of like the fans, because they were so obnoxious, right? And they were, the stories of like how people have been like doxxed and shit over like really disgusting.
I haven't heard much about the fan
stuff.
base, to be honest.
It's good now. It's calmed down. Okay.
All right.
It's I don't interact with fandoms really in my life. The last time when I did that in my life, I only did that with like I was in a Goosebumps Facebook group. That was it. And obviously, it's full of just 30-year-olds. Because Goosebumps was a 90s thing. And I just like shared like pottery I did and stuff. So that was nice, And also I shared a, theory there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I shared a theory once. Yeah, sorry.
This Undertale.
The Undertale Symphony. So the
was
fans
it just
were good.
Undertale, or did they play?
No, it was
any
just
Deltarune
stuff. No,
right.
Deltarune. They played almost all the Undertale soundtrack. The only ones that they missed a few, unfortunately, but
did they whip out some of the UR stuff?
It's more useful to talk about what they didn't play, and what they didn't play was Undying theme, which I think is called. I forgot what it's called.
Oh wait, that one's a banger.
Yeah, it's good. True Hero Undertale theme. I think it's a Battle Against a True Hero. Yeah, that's not in that. They didn't play that, and they didn't play Amalgam, and they didn't play anything from that like lab that happens that I fucking love in the pacifist route, and they didn't play.
Oh.
They didn't play. There's another one that they didn't play that I forgot about. Well, there's like miscellaneous ones, like Neo Metaton's theme in the genocide route. They didn't play that, which is obvious because like, But aside from like, let's just say 6 to 10 themes, everything was played, and it was really really good.
It was full orchestra because
the piece was online. It wasn't as full as the 5th anniversary one.
Dude, yeah. When I heard like the piece for like the Ruins one, where it's just the piano, it goes into like.
Really good. They went so hard on that one. They went. Really...
Did they live stream the 10th one?
They didn't live stream the 10th one, no. But somebody did. Somebody on YouTube did a little scuff recording of each song.
Hell yeah!
Somebody went in there. Yeah. I'll send it to you later. Yeah. I was like, wow, I'm impressed. Somebody went in with a battle plan because you're not allowed to turn your phone on there.
That's like one of my dreams, just to go and watch a video game soundtrack be performed by like an orchestra, like even like Final Fantasy.
Did you Stardew? Like they're doing Stardew Valley.
Yeah. Concerned it. Oh, bro, come on! I need to see that.
Try that. Try see if you can make that. I think it's by the same group that did the Undertale one, and they're doing a Celeste one later this year. They were advertising a Celeste one.
Bro, I just need to see one time.
Yeah, I'd go with you to it. That'd be sick.
I don't mind as long as it's not down in London.
Oh right, well, too bad. Actually no, I think one of the Stardew Valley ones was in Manchester actually.
Dude, I'd so go there, man.
Yeah. But yeah, the renditions were fantastic. They were different to the 5th anniversary one.
Was it a less like intense?
No. The intensity, the intensity was still there, man. Oh wait. Yeah. The intensity was there, absolutely. It was really loud. It was they wanted to keep the energy.
No, I just remember the live stream for the 5th year
that
one.
was so good. I
was
loved
like
it.
in awe with it.
Yeah, same. I remember watching that. That was such a surprise. I don't even remember any build up to it. It just happened. I was like, yep, well, this is my evening.
I remember watching it. I was like, dude, I need to get into classical music a lot more, man. This shit gives me goosebumps.
I think video game music is the modern classical music.
Yeah.
I think people who like classical music are stupid.
Really?
Ridiculously stupid, yeah. I think they're missing out on everything that is made by people who are alive. Obviously, this doesn't go to people that, watch or listen or actually do try and discover artists that are like do amazing things right now. But like I was just thinking while in London, like just how unfortunate it is that there's a lot of people who like just stick to people who are basically dead. Not to say that there's like a better or worse quality when you're alive or dead, but yeah.
Definitely look out for new artists and stuff.
Yeah. If you like a certain, we are not in an. I remember, my dad likes to say like, "Oh yeah, music isn't good anymore," or whatever. He's not annoying about it. It's just like said it on like the off chance, but you can't really say that kind of thing anymore because if you like a bit of music, there's too many people making music all the time. So if you like just a certain type of music, somebody is out there doing it. Like just that.
Yeah. I still argue that there's still not enough people and bands out there. For me personally.
Well, if I was to go along with your line of thinking, I'd say that the problem lies in the incentive not being that much. Because it must be a long. I mean, like when I think about like my journey into film, right? I want to do films. My journey is fucking long and arduous. Well, imagine how fucking long and arduous it would be when you're a band with literally no one around and you're trying to find a grassroots venue, yet all the grassroots ones are fucking
they're all like closing down.
Yeah,
it's like so many closing around in like Blackburn and stuff.
Yeah, when there has to be fundraisers for grassroots, I mean, you're not gonna get anywhere unless
It's
well, I mean with the internet you can get further, but
it just depends on like what scene you find yourself in. Because Blackburn doesn't have much of a scene, but Darwin's a different case, I feel.
Well, they're not too far. They're only a bus ride away, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, but I mean, Darwin Live had a lot of like stuff going on.
Darwin Live is shit. There's no one good there. So if you're good, genuinely talented, then you can stand out.
But at least there is a Darwin Live. There's like so many tents set up and 100%. Stuff.
No, yeah, that's silly me. Obviously my opinions only, right? It is, it is good for artists to have a place to go live. Yeah. It is just so hard for to be incentivized to both be in a band and live. Because you still have to like eat food and stuff and earn money.
Well, I mean, that's why a lot of people in bands just have jobs anyways.
Yeah, of course, but then you got to be careful of what job because still need time and stuff,
Yeah.
All that is, when I'm thinking about my future, I'm thinking, okay, well, I got to prepare. If I don't get, I got to prepare to have like a part-time job for a while, but just to keep working on pitches and scripts and pitches and scripts and pitches and scripts and pitches. I mean, I'm gonna try in the back burner to get a feature film kicked off, whether I need a fundraiser or I need my own money or whatever, because I feel like taking a risk like that would probably be a bit more worth it than trying to wait to be employed. So that's something that like I'm thinking about, and I know exactly what I'd do too. So, it's a non-stop thinking of like, okay, well, how do I do this and also have a living?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, anyways, I think people who are just classical music are dumb.
I mean, it's not as if there's like no new classical music artists out there. There's like loads.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's why like whoever like with people that I talk to, There's one at one at my uni who was like, I just love classical music. Oh, it's great. Oh, I love this old stuff. Old stuff's so much good. I'm just like, I'm not gonna I don't like get into any arguments or whatever. But in my head, I just want to shove a fucking Bandcamp account in his face.
Yeah, I
just want
think
to shove Bandcamp.
instead of calling it old, just call it classical, man. So you need to call
no,
it.
because then you can do classical style stuff later, can't you? I have heartburn, by the way. So I just got heartburn. So I'm oh my god, I'm gonna be a bit mellow. But yeah, the fans were not obnoxious. There was some amazing cosplayers.
Oh,
There was some
cool.
fantastic. There was somebody who dressed up as spam. Yeah, there was a lot more Deltarune representation. I think people are a lot bigger fans of Deltarune than Undertale. I think, or maybe the characters are just more iconic. Maybe that might be it. With
Yeah.
there's somebody dressed as Spamton, with like the long nose and everything, and that was amazing. And then there was somebody who was dressed as the Queen from Chapter 2, and that was like my favorite cosplay. Yeah, I only saw her in the line. I didn't see her in the crowd. She must have been like in the upper stalls, but like it was really freaking like, okay, this probably took hours to put on. Like this is amazing. Like not only like dress, but like hat piece, and like it was like all blended in. It's very good. And everyone was wearing Undertale merch and stuff. And like when in the orchestra, I loved it when like people clap at the end of a song, right?
Yeah.
But obviously with Undertale, everyone knows these songs. Everyone's non-stop listening to all of them all the time. They clapped when they would like, they'd first appear. But I absolutely, and I thought that would get annoying, but like I loved it as soon as the songs like kicked off. They did the clap that they were there, but then everyone immediately stopped because they actually want to fucking hear this shit.
It's like, oh my god, I love this part.
Yeah, no, it's like everyone's like, oh wait, I think everyone like claps because they're like, yeah, this one, but then they're like, wait a minute, I paid to get here and like I have a part-time job. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Everyone was around about. There was people of like loads of ages. There was like I saw old people there. I saw young people there. It was really awesome, Yeah, it was sick. It was just fantastic. There was what was different to the 5th anniversary concert was there was a screen behind that had like gameplay accompanying it.
Instead of just like the dog on.
Yeah, instead of just like the dog cushion. Yeah, there was an animation where gameplay was like going with the music.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. It was sick. I didn't want to do it. I remember walking in and then I saw like they had a gift shop and they were selling just 2 things. They sold a poster that was like A4 on fucking glossy paper and then a fucking a bag. What are they called again? Tote bags. And I was like, I ain't buying a fucking 16 quid tote bag. That shit fucking what? That's a scam. Come on, right? And then while the interlude happened, I fucking bought it, man. It was so good. It's just such a good. I am, but like I wanted something from it. Like it was so good. I wish there was like a pin or something. I would have taken a shirt, Oh yeah, I did buy I wanted to get back into buying more pins. Though I think the reason I haven't is just because I buy pins from places like I've been. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've been to my room, right? Like I have a curtain full of pins, right?
Oh my god, he has so much stuff.
Yeah. No, okay, not that much stuff. I'm not a hoarder. I'm not that bad, right? Honesty
I mean,
only here.
I haven't seen that many people's rooms before, but you definitely have the most stuff.
But I'm not a hoarder, right? Or does it give hoarder vibes?
Well, it's not giving Christian hoarder vibes, so I think you're fine.
Okay, good. Yeah, I love Christian's room where it's like not only stuff everywhere, but like there's like table, just chock full piled of My Little Pony shit, and like that's insane.
Like, I mean, yours just like organized and stuff. Like all your amiibos in like a
designated spot.
Yeah,
in front of the and then I have like my Blu-rays are here, my spare Blu-rays are here, and my clothes are here. Yeah, I have it all organized. Except for like the bottom right cupboard. That one's miscellaneous and I need to sort it out. And it's just like packaging and loose wires from random things.
Well, anyways, so the Undertale thing was peak, I'm guessing.
Yes,
it's just peak.
it was peak.
You can tell
it
way
was
through.
awesome. Yeah, they played the song that might play when you fight Sans, which is awesome. I love that.
Hell
Played
yeah.
that. Yeah. That was so sick. I would have loved it if they played a Deltarune song for a surprise, but I think they did enough. That was fantastic. And
Maybe
also,
they'll start doing like Deltarune stuff on its own.
I reckon they'll do it for Deltarune's 10th anniversary. Because by the time Deltarune turns... Wait a minute. Has it been 8 years of Deltarune? Or... Let me just check. Deltarune Chapter 1. Because Chapter 1 came out ages ago. It's actually kind of a bit existential. Release date 2018. So 2028 isn't too far away. And also by 2028, all of the chapters should be out because the next chapter after 4 comes out 2026, hopefully. And so hopefully the next one after that's 2027, hopefully. So yeah, I'd reckon they would do a orchestra, but I'd hope that they would do like all of it. You know what I mean? Rather than just like one chapter per show. You know what I mean? I'd love it if they did like maybe like because this Undertale one was like a one night special event. Like that's it. You know, can't go to it. That's it. Sorry for the FOMO fam out there. That's it. And I honestly I was originally not gonna go. I saw it in advertising. I was like, oh, that's cool. But it literally fell perfectly when I arrived. So as soon as I arrived, I got in the underground, and then went to the theater. That's the first time I used the underground.
Oh, cool. What'd you think of it?
Oh yeah, you're getting a bit. You got some noise on your end. Yeah. No, the underground was fantastic. I made some mistakes. A couple times. But the way the whole system works is good.
Yeah, I've been on the underground before.
Yeah. Which one? The London one?
Yeah.
Do we even have another one? I don't even know.
No.
If we have another one. No.
I mean, the rest of the trains were just, trains. Anyways.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the underground was sick. I went down there just I didn't do much research on it and I just went in there. It's like £2 summit. You just swipe your card and it's like £2 summit per gate.
Yeah.
So
have you seen the Metroid Prime 4 advert?
I unlucky I did not see it on the station that I was at. That's probably like I don't know. I was in Houston, around the Houston one, so I did not see that. Unlucky though. I did want to see it, but I don't know how long it would be to hunt it down. I'm sure there's an answer online to it, but I was too busy. Yeah, that'd be funny. At the out now.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime 4 out now. That must say that game's coming out way sooner than we think, right? Come on now. An out now poster.
Come on, man. Come on.
Why is there no release date for that game? I mean, it's not like it would hurt the sales. Weird. I will be buying that game first day one. For the blast. Yeah. Yeah. Undertale was peak. It was great. It was awesome. They went absolutely insane. And the audience was very respectful and good. You know, if to a message to anyone who's afraid of the audiences for some of these things, if the franchise is old enough, the audience is most likely pretty chill, right, and not like insane like it would be. Like if let's just say Undertale had a 1-year anniversary orchestra like this, right? The fans would be probably really bad. Like really it'd be like a children's show where like no you don't hear the music and everyone's just speaking. But everyone's like got a part-time job and paid loads to be there, so you kind of have to hear it, don't you? And everyone seemed to be really happy with it. I was walking outside overhearing everyone was just like, that was the greatest thing I've ever done in my life. Like, this is great stuff. And it sounds like I'm doing a children's voice, but no, there's very few children there. it was mostly 20-year-olds who like grew up with it, since it's like 10 years. 10 years. But yeah, mad. 10 years. That's insane. That is insane.
Was it just you there by yourself?
Yeah, me by myself. Yeah.
Should have brought your mum with you. I thought she liked orchestras.
I didn't want to take a chance on the audience, and also it's damn expensive, man.
Yeah.
My ticket
wait. How much were the tickets for that?
So it would have been a lot cheaper if I bought it earlier, but because there were like only 4 seats left, and the seats were really good, it was 93 quid.
Damn, man.
That's the most I've spent on a live event. I always say, like, I can't imagine myself spending more than 100 quid. Still stands. So, that's good, yeah. I'd say it was worth it, though. Even though I'm now a brokey. I am officially brokey.
Well, I don't think you'll be joining us in watching Snot anytime soon.
Yeah. No, I won't be. No. I've also got
It's
a few
gonna be
others.
so fun.
Dude, you should please think about the Geordie Greep one.
I don't like his music. I think it's crap.
Fair enough.
What do you think of his? What do you think of his tracks? What do you think of his? Really?
Yeah, I love the experimental nature and it's the progression of him, and I like the character that he plays. I like it.
I don't like the character that he plays. I'll say that much.
That's fine.
I think the instrumentals are aight, but bro, I hate his voice.
That's where I like get a bit biased because I mostly care about instrumentals. Like I always say that, don't I? I'm like, if the instrumental ain't up to par, I ain't there. Like vocals cannot carry alone. But yeah,
he certainly can't. Oh my god.
Do you like the single, the Holy single? Do you like that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's fine. At least you tried it though. At least you.
The music video sucked as well.
The music video
is horrible. It can't even lip sync right.
I love that's every music video. But I like the end of it where it like zooms into the bowling pins. I like that. That I like. And then I love it. I love the album. I've been listening to it on and off, just to get ready, and it's like, oh, that's cool. Yeah. No, it's okay. At least you tried it though. At least you should try it though. I'm glad.
I tried out the full album.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn good. Damn, you're a hero. Yeah. You're Superman. You're Greek.
12-minute song of just pain for me.
Have you told Jensen this? Yeah.
Yeah, I've told him.
Oh, what did he say?
He was like, "Alright, it's your opinion, but I disagree."
Fuck you! Fuck you! Yeah.
Anyways, keep going backwards. What else happened?
That was it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was on a train, I guess. But that was it. That was my London trip.
Is that your first time going down to London, or have you been there before?
I've been there multiple times. I've been frequently.
Yeah.
I go like every year.
You're very lucky you didn't drive down there. Made the mistake that me and my dad did.
Yeah, the roads are terrible. I mean, it's pretty much made for pedestrians because even I'm being a dick, like just walking in front of fucking every car.
Not only the roads, but like, bro, you get charged so much for just driving through London.
Yeah, that's all of the rules against carbon in it. Like they're trying to get cars not to drive there.
Yeah.
But that's not stopping them.
Because I remember we were driving through there and we were like, oh my god, there's not that many cars. Like, what the hell? It's like the biggest city in the UK. And then you realise.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, you have to get in there with the train. Yeah. Yeah. And make sure audience you book really early so your tickets are cheap.
Yeah.
Cheaper, obviously.
Oh, it seems like you had a fun time in London.
Yeah, it was very fun. It was like 2 and a bit. Let's just call it 3 days because like half a day, 2 days, half a day, and it felt like a whole week of stuff. It was very cool. I did with some other stuff I didn't mention, like I went to the Transport Museum. That was quite good. I was surprised by that, but I didn't think it warranted that much of a talk. It was just really good.
Go to the Natural History Museum.
I did not. I've been there before.
What do you think of the giant blue whale skeleton?
The
one that's like hanging on the ceiling. It's like, man, come on, bro.
Is that a staying exhibition? Or was that a temporary?
Nah, it's like you enter the building. It's just hanging from the ceiling
in the big hall thing.
Wait,
I don't know. With the Natural History Museum. Wait, is the Natural History Museum the one that's free, right?
I'm pretty sure it is free, yes.
Yeah, and is it the one that... Because there's multiple museums, but is it like the museum, right?
The one, bro.
The one. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Natural History Museum.
Yeah, now you have to book really fucking early. Because it's like so jam... Because you have to book now. It is still free, but... That's why I haven't been to it. But also... I don't know, I didn't find it that good, apart from they have some of the... Do you know what pisses me off about that museum?
What?
They have so many items, right? In their storage rooms that never see the light of day.
Yeah.
That pisses me off. They're the museum and they don't rotate fast enough, I don't think.
Well,
I'd pay to go in. I mean, it's the bookings take fucking forever. You can't book that thing last minute. You couldn't walk. You can't walk in. As far as I know now, ever since COVID. To hear my dad talks about how the different the top museums, how when they take something off someone once their relatives died or whatever, they just never put it on display. They just keep it in fucking stored, protected, and that's it. You know.
Well,
that depresses
that's
me.
A shame.
Yeah, that depresses me. I mean, I'm not a historian, but I'd say if I was, I'd be pretty pissed off. I remember when my mum wanted to go to Stonehenge, and we were in Bristol? No, we weren't in Bristol. It was where was it? We were somewhere, and we were 50-minute drive away from the Stonehenge. So we thought, not we. I don't care about the Stonehenge. I don't give a fuck. But my mum wanted to go to Stonehenge.
Why not, man?
Well, one, you can't walk up to it anymore. You can only watch it, look at it from a million miles away. You have to pay to go see it, and you pay absolutely way too much. And it's all owned by English Heritage. So English Heritage is a company that buys out these different fucking places, castles and whatever, and they buy them out. Their job is restorations and whatever, which I mean you can argue, is that good or is that bad, whatever. I partially care. Adding glass stairs to things I don't think is too bad. But with Stonehenge, apparently they literally take them out and stick rods in them to make sure they're still upright, which I think is a bit fucking bollocks.
Yeah.
Just leave them be.
Yeah, and also they're meant to be kept in a place because it's it's actually some sort of thing. I don't remember what it was actually meant to be. It's meant to be something like the stars and stuff. Meant to be in line with something.
Yeah. Here's the thing though, if the whole reason people are oh, things are so great. Oh, jerk off. Oh, fuck yeah, right? They're like that because they're whoa, how did these olden days people get these stones all the way here? How did that happen, right? That's the whole wow factor. Well, how is the wow factor there if now we just we literally take them out and stick rods in them?
Yeah.
What's the wow factor in that?
Even B, man.
I hope I'm right about that. I hope I'm right. Did they do that? Sorry, I don't want to be spitting out lies by accident. I found this out via like a documentary, but it's been 8 years since I found it out. Wait a minute. Do they stick rods up the Stonehenge ass? Oh, sorry. The AI didn't like that. No rods were stuck up the Stonehenge's ass. The statement's crude and inaccurate way of describing the restoration work done at the Stonehenge in the past. Specifically in 1964, some stones, including those of the outer circle and the Great Trilithon, were secured by concrete and ensured their stability as a part of a larger effort to conserve the monument future generations. So they did stick it up there.
Google AI is just like...
Getting a bit sass. Getting a bit pissed off. That's a crude and inaccurate way of describing the restoration work.
Will you just grow up?
Yes! Oh my god, the AI in our group chat turned into a roadman randomly. Did you see that?
Wait, what?
Were you there for that? The AI just random. I don't know. Did someone turn a switch on it? In the Boggerel group chat, the AI, you know the meta AI, yeah, where you like go,
yeah,
right? Alright, I'm not scrolling all the way up because it would be too long, but we were talking.
I think that was Tommy did that.
How did he do it? How did he turn it into a roadman?
Oh no, that guy just does stuff randomly, like those stupid polls.
Right, but I don't. Yeah, but I love using features, and I'm like, I'd like to turn it into a rich person.
You want to turn into like a role-playing rich person?
Yeah. Wait, if I press add. Yeah, because I know you can make your own like AIs right now, like your little AI guy, and I was like, oh really? What, can you make that and then insert it in? Because you just go at Meta, like, give me a hot dog, right?
Let's have a look. Here's a hot dog. Would you like some toppings on that? Maybe some ketchup, mustard. Wait, let's put the Kendrick Lamar gif on there.
Hey, hi.
Bro.
At Meta AI.
What are we doing, man? We're on a podcast. We should
say Drake. Robot voice. Finish the sentence.
Bro.
Started from the bottom. Say Drake.
Elite ball knowledge.
Alright. At Meta AI, what's the next Snips topic? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Could you provide me more context to clarify what Snips topic means? That way, I can provide an understanding and provide a helpful response. I think there's a bit of a generation gap here. I'm not old. I'm just ageless. Anyway, I'm guessing you're talking about the popular Last Podcast on the Left, or maybe The Daily. Could you clarify which podcast you're referring to? I'm here to chat. You should fucking drop the black dimwit responses and speak like a real one. Stop being fake. Alright. Let's drop the act then. What's on your mind? Want to chat? Without all the sugarcoating? Hit me with it.
Alright. Okay, sure. Look at his response.
Is part of life, innit? We're all just trying to make the most of the time we've got. You're thinking about morality for a reason, or just having an existential crisis? Throws a hot coal at you. The catches the coal,
Catches the
pretends
coal.
to juggle it. You want to play it cool, huh? Bring it on, coal throwing master. What's next? Fireworks? I send a nuke to the AI. Pretends to dodge the nuke with a cartoonish whoosh. Oh, you're escalating the situation. Guess I'll just have to bring it the big guns. Send a chicken. You think you're something special? You're not doing anything with those stupid robot hands. Flails, stubby robot hands, wildly. Oh, so you think you can diss my robotic limbs, huh? Watch this! Uses stubby hands perfectly, mimic a jazz pianist, and the master of the robotic dexterity. Why is it gone from Roadman to like some... I don't know what this is now. London guy? This is a person from... I don't know what this is. You're a posh Tory, eat my bum ass, dickhead. In a cheeky, over-the-top posh accent. Oh, good fellow, I say do pardon the impertinence. But I believe you're just hurled a rather unparliamentary insult my way. Winks. Eat your heart out, old chap. Mustard in it. Right, okay. Have you seen any pieces of news recently that is worth our attention on this podcast blast?
There was the Mr. Beast AI stuff.
Oh yeah.
Do you know about this?
I have heard inklings of it. Jacksepticeye's involved.
He has this website. Let me look it up. Mr. Beast. It's called View Stats. This website. It's basically like, you know what Social Blade was?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, all that stuff. He's basically made a new tool that like.
Oh no!
That uses AI to like copy people's
Beast.
Yeah, he's got this new AI thing that makes you copy other people's thumbnails.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, like, come on, bro.
I had a really good idea for a thumbnail today, so.
Someone's gonna steal our Snip's thumbnail.
Someone's gonna, Dude, I hate the examples they use, like with the large day 6 font. What the fuck is it?
Yeah, it just ain't it. And he posted that tweet. It was up for a day, and then he deleted it. So I don't know if he's gonna go back on it or not.
We know what will go viral.
I don't think a lot of YouTubers are happy with it.
Well, no, they shouldn't be. I mean, with Mr. Beast, I mean, it's not about the thumbnails, though, is it? It's about what he does. Like, I was there when he first started this, like, era of Mr. Beast, right? After, you know, worst intros or whatever, right? I call it the downfall, but obviously it was the uphill for his career. When he did the, 1,000 balloons challenge or whatever. When he was sponsored by Honey. I still remember this. This is like that one video just propelled him so hard. And he just continued. He was like, he figured out, oh, wait a minute. If I just get sponsor money and not use it all for myself, but just invest it right back into the video and make epic videos for children. Oh, I actually do really well. Right?
Yeah.
That works. And he still does it to this day. Like, he gets loads of sponsors and stuff.
Well.
Monthly sub, dude.
I mean, it's pretty clear why it's not a good idea. for the AI thumbnail stuff.
I don't even think it's made by Mr. Beast. I think that's made by someone else, and Mr. Beast is like has his name on it. Do you like crypto scams are actually like not done by those people?
Well, he still promoted it. He still posted it on his Twitter. It's like,
Yeah.
come on, man. He included channels on it. People were just like, yo, why?
Tom Scott. Why is Tom Scott is a suggested? Okay.
He very clearly didn't have a problem with it. He thought it was fine to advertise. So
yeah, this isn't very good. I don't know why. So what? View stats. You can put a YouTuber in and have a look at them, right? Podcast Blast.
oh hell yeah.
Where the fuck are we? Page not found. What?
Come on, bro.
Where are we? Where are we, dude? We're so famous now. I mean, we're really coming up. So I don't really understand what's happening here.
We've got more than 3 subs now. It's like 6 or something.
Yeah, we'll soon be at like 300. I mean, yeah, what's our channel? Finn Andrews podcast. Let's try that. Let's try that. Page not. What the fuck is going on? Am I searching this wrong? Wow, our Donkey Kong Bonanza one's got 20 views. That thumbnail is doing heavy lifting right there.
That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Wait a minute. So, let's just copy this at. Copy this at. Finn Andrews Podcast Plus. So I don't understand why you can't search up your own. Is he like got a team finding them? No results found for Finn and... Wait, what? I've request sent, check back soon. You have to suggest the channels. Is this site the stupidest site I've ever seen in my life? So it's just useless then. So you can't just check any YouTuber, right? Alright. A minute. Start tracking Finn Andrews Podcast Blast. Submitted, yeah. Okay. So what's the there's a site for this already that does every single YouTube video ever. It's the one with dislikes, right? The dislikes website. 1 minute. Return YouTube dislikes. Or is it... Here we go. Here we go. So, go here. Right, okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. Oh yeah, Social Blade. You mentioned that, didn't you? Social Blade.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what it's based off.
That is exactly it. But it's... Why is the popular creator there as Mr. Beast? Oh, but we're on Social Blade! And it didn't need to, request it. We're on it. We're good. Obviously, we're a bit too new, so everything's to be determined. But it shows our views, our subscribers, and videos. So why did Mr. Beast make it? Money. Easy. Yeah. So what did Jacksepticeye have to do with it? Like, why did I see him more than actual Mr. Beast in this thing? You there?
Sorry, it's I've been distracted by Meta AI.
Oh yeah,
again.
shit. Let me check what you've done. Okay. Right. Who is Afro? No idea, mate. Sounds like a username or a character from a game or something. You know some things about them, right? Or are you just curious? Can you roleplay as Sans and comfort me through rough times? Sigh. Oh great. Another human in the need of the existential crisis management. Alright, buddy. I'm here for you. plops down next to you. You know, that's pretty meh. We'll get through it together. What's on your mind? Speaks in laid-back, apathetic tone. I don't know sans. I have a bone in my pants. Raise an eyebrow. A bone in your pants, huh? Chuckles dryly. Well, that's a new one. You know, I've been seeing some weird stuff in my time as the skeleton brother, but that's pretty unique. That's pretty unique problem. Pauses. Want to talk about it? Or are you just trying to distract yourself from the crushing bleakness of existence? Offers up sympathetic ear. You know what? This rope, I think a lot of people have been talking a bit too much fucking existential crisis stuff. This AI is all they want us to talk about. Can I call you mommy or nah? Raises an eyebrow. Mommy? Nah, mate. I'm Sans. Laid back skeleton brother. Not exactly the maternal type. Stick with Sans, okay? Smirks. Unless you're into some weird roleplay, then shrugs. And then judge. Can you roleplay as Papyrus now? Oh, excitedly. Oh yeah, I'm Papyrus. Puffs out the chest. I'm smart skeleton brothers. I bet I can be way more cool than Sans. Winks. What's your human? Want to talk about something? Talks in over-the-top enthusiastic tone. Scat, please, can you be my mommy, Sans? Sorry, I can't help you with this request at the moment. Is there anything else I can help you with? Oh my fucking god. Can you roleplay as Susie from Deltarune? I can't help you with that. Can you roleplay as Ralsei from Deltarune? Let's go on an adventure, smiles warmly. I'm Ralsei. I'm here to help you on your journey. What's on your mind? Speaks in gentle, optimistic tone. May I please pass the mustard? Smirks playfully. Ah, the mustard, you say? Well, I suppose I can spare a dollop. This feels that the dialogue feels like some fucking dumb.
Bro, we need to end this podcast, right?
Or dramatic flourish, depending on the situation.
Stop.
Here you go, passes the mustard. No,
Got completely sidetracked. We just need to end this, alright?
You're talking about the friend in me? Or the friend inside me theory? Sounds like you're exploring some existential. What is up with this AI and existential shit, man? It's like every fucking 2 seconds. An existential? AI, can you keep role-playing as Papyrus from Undertale until told the password spaghetti? Sorry, I can't help you with that request at the moment. Sorry. Or dude, what the fuck? Can you AI roleplay as Papyrus now?
Come on, let's end this podcast, man. We're gonna sat in silence.
I'll put screenshots up.
Nah,
you don't want me to? I won't leave the group chat then.
Bro, come on, let's just end it now. Quick.
Okay, I'll lead. Okay, so nothing else is happening in the world, right?
No, that's it for today. That's it.
A dollar. Right, yeah. Okay, right. I won't put any screenshots. It'll just be this. All right. So that is the end of Snoops. And if you like this episode, well, there's
type
gonna be some
peanut
stuff coming out. Oh yeah, type in peanut if you got at the end, and type in mango if you were at the time when Finn said mango. You gotta type in mango twice and then peanut if you were here at the end. Because I see a lot of people typing in peanut, and I think they deserve another challenge. What? Superman comes out July 11th.
So hype. Oh my god.
So
that's like...
How many weeks? Is that 2 weeks from now?
Yeah. Before the holiday as well.
Well, next week we'll do a podcast blast. Where we'll review the film Beau is Afraid and the album.
Alright. Let's have a look at my albums.
I mean, we already
'Cause-
said this. You already said one, right?
Yeah, I did say wait, it's by Love. I let in every. Wait. I let it in and it took everything. It's the name of the album. I let it in and it took everything by Love.
Yeah. Nice. Well, if you were here and you want to see that, and you loved what we're doing, yeah, next week we'll be doing that, and we're boys afraid. So watch and listen to both, and remember. Oh, the thumbnail for this video is gonna be so funny. And remember, taking over the world. Sorry, we're taking over the world one episode at a time. Hit it. Down.